So this morning I bring adoring willingness. You could also say admiring, exploring, observing, willingness. Yesterday was noticing a willingness to control, which seems to be the automatic, and the difference between the willingness to let go. Observed, there's always a willingness, no matter what we do.
Today I'll go with playful.
There's a willingness in playful.
Yep.
I was thinking playful willingness. Those are both such encouraging and welcoming words.
I thought so too. So I looked at them from a negative way, right? And that was looking at them from a well, probably neutral way, but looking at both the expansive and limited view of them. Well, just willingness, really. Because I too notice the automatic for me is the expansive, positive spin of willingness.
So you're looking for the shadow contained in the light.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Said another way, or the other side of my automatic.
Mm.
The unknown of the known.
Mm.
The unobserved of the observed.
Mm.
I like playful. That fits well today. Playful.
It's a really lovely word. And it's a good um it's a it indicates a willingness to experiment. That's what I hear in playful. My words this morning were intention and preparation. And so now I can add a playful, willing intention in preparation.
And adore it.
But
Wasn't that his first word? Adoring intention.
It's a beautiful word.
Adore the outcome, the result, the end. The result. Adoring the arrival.
It's closely related to allowing. It's so open a word, not contracting.
What comes to mind for me also with these words is allowing passion and play.
Sounds right about when we were kids. Nothing was too serious back then.
And we need it as adults, right?
Yep.
To dance on that and building. I
And
guess,
we could have it as adults.
yeah. So what's on the other side of that?
Control was what I've been framing around.
And so what's in between that?
First word I thought about was despair.
You think play lies between play and control?
Yeah, because we don't really know what we're doing. Then we're right in the middle.
Hmm.
It was just a word I got as soon as you said it. Despair. Don't know why.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think what I got. I'm feeling, but I did not get the feeling of despair, but I can't get the word. I think accountability is maybe one word for me.
Hmm. It also depends if you're seeing yourself as being there alone or with the world.
Mm.
The world also always have a different perspective of you. So there'll be judgment and whatever else they put out for not choosing because you're between the two places. And when we choose, they often say, "Hey, you chose wrong."
Mm.
If they ask you, "Do you want playful or control?" and you say, "I want playful," that's not the right answer.
Mm.
This this playful work inside of control as we understand it.
In control, they're missing the perspective that their way of looking at it is just one way. Instead of looking at what people don't agree on, they should look at what do we agree on.
Yes. Mhm. I agree with you there.
So a good one on Facebook, you see a Muslim reading the what's it called Quran and a Christian reading Bible, and then one says to the other, "According to this, you're going to hell. Mine says the same about you." So instead of seeing what differences there are between them, they should see how alike they actually are.
Mm.
Both say thou shalt not kill. And both sides kill in the name of it.
In the name of control, right? Both sides. It's like to control, to control the situation. In a reality, to play God.
Mm.
Don't ever tell him that.
When you think about it, says on money, in God we trust. Who's the God of money? It's the banks. They created it.
Mm.
I was thinking about playful. What's the other side of playful? The word came workful.
Mm.
I saw it as serious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Connect workful with control. Like, for most, work controls their big aspect of our lives, and it's not playful usually.
no.
There's not even a thought that it could be or it's supposed to be.
Not even in sports where they actually are playing games, but
Mm.
money has gone into it, so it's become way too serious.
Yeah. Well, it's the grasping of the money that changes it.
Is that grasping? Is that rooted in the control?
Mm.
The control is, oh, it needs to look like this. I want it like this. And so we become driving at outcomes rather than allowing them.
Yeah, that's such an important one, I think.
If there's always action to take along the way, we think like it's one action that'll get us and teleport us to the end. And sometimes it is on a short horizon of time.
Mm. I was just thinking of that term, the lightness of being.
Mm,
And how useful.
Planting is.
Sorry,
Okay.
Jess.
Sorry, Allison, I stepped in.
No, just how useful it is to recall it. You know, it's the same as loving kindness. It expands whatever state you're in. What were you gonna say, Jess?
When planting the seed, we plant the seed, and I'm thinking of like control. It's like we want something, we plant the seed, and then we think we can control it if we give it more water, right? Or like we can make it grow faster, right? We're always looking for ways to make it go faster, bigger, farther, stretch it, right? And it's like the seed is just what it is, which is the beginning, the intention, the creation. And it's always taking action along the way, just in the Fibonacci sequence.
Mm.
There was it's like on Netflix, when you're looking for a title, you can see the preview. It'll give you a quick snip of a preview. Well, there was one of the development of a baby, right? From the sperm into the eggs, and in like 10 seconds it goes all the way through the development, what happens in the womb. Fascinating.
Mm.
Not until the end did I say, like, oh, that's a baby. It's an unborn baby, because you couldn't tell what it was.
Mm.
Because it's one cell that begins to multiply. One cell turns to two cells. And then it just starts to look like a bunch of bubbles. And then it looks like an earwig. And then all of a sudden you can start to make it out. It's like we don't control that, we facilitate it.
Mm. We prepare the ground for it to happen.
Look after,
Mm-hmm.
which means anticipate. Yeah, I don't necessarily, I think there takes some focus. I was thinking like, can we just plant it and let it be? I don't think so. Sometimes, sometimes.
Yeah, but it does determine the end result, or influences, maybe I should say that. That's why I often prefer for myself to use the word co-creation. Because we don't create on our own. It's impossible, because we're not alone.
Something, very few things we want do we get alone.
Yeah.
It takes other people in the background. Just think of going to the store. We think we go to the store alone. And in a limited perspective, we do. We go to the store, we get what we need. That's just me doing my thing. All that it took to get that food to the store so that I could get it. Just think of all the hours that went into everything that's in that grocery store. All the resources that were needed, used, hours that were put into it, machines, that the electricity used for the machines. I mean, you think of that, that is a huge.
All the trucks driving it.
Yeah, just to that one store. That's too big for our little mind to even comprehend. Yet we could if we viewed it from that perspective. If we went to the source and followed the source back to see where has this all been? How did it all get here? So that I can consume it in 10 minutes.
Gives a whole different perspective.
That's the fullness of being in the now. There's so much. And you were talking about everything that took place, for that, or for the food to be there. And then you think about everything that it took to, for the food to grow, which I'm sure you were including. But you think also about your body, how your body got you there. That's why in any moment you've got an entire universe available to be aware of.
Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Craig.
We are adoring willingness.
Mm.
Amplified with playful willingness. a willingness that is playful. Allison, what was yours again?
I'm also trying to remember. It had something to do with preparation.
Preparation.
Oh, it was intentional.
Mhm. And to be playful and willing and adore the outcome of the intentional preparation. And around willingness, I was looking at control. The willingness. What are we controlling? Which is the willingness? What does willingness to control look like? Mean? It's like playful's on the other side of the control.
Mm.
And just as you stepped in, we were exploring the co-creation of things. The example, it's like I think I go to the store alone, yet we look at all that's in the store and what was taken, what it was required to make all of that possible at the store. No way that's done alone. So welcome to our attentions this morning. Welcome you in with big hugs.
If we dive even deeper into that one with the store, then the machines need to be made by someone.
Mm.
The trucks need to be made by someone. Someone needs to pump up the fuel for the trucks, make the electricity for the machines.
Almost like there's no end, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you look at the history to be able to produce that, right? The knowledge required, how that transferred. Oh, now you're talking generations back, potentially.
And for you to get that letter, it has to be sown first. The earth has to be made right for sowing it. And oh,
And we just want the cheapest one. I mean, not always, but
and then we complain when they haven't got any because there's strike somewhere. Imagine how many things they could strike with.
mm, and then imagine what it'd be like if you didn't have the food available. Like there's a group of people today, many groups, right? That are fighting over rice, that are fighting over flour.
Hmm.
We talk about control.
all who work with it need to make money, and of all the money anybody make of it, they pay taxes. So taxes get money no matter where in the link it goes. Just a liter of milk. How many times haven't they got taxes of that? Whoa.
And as much as we hate taxes, we still pay them.
I was just thinking about the negative charge that we have with the word taxes.
Yeah. And we don't do anything about them but bitch.
And pay.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Willingnessly, playfully, right?
Yeah. Thank you guys for the good start to my day. Have a wonderful day.
You have a pleasant day, Alison.
Thank you.
Thank you, Allison Hines. Thank you. Great being with you today. Craig, great being with you.
Yeah, you all have a pleasant day.
Thanks, Hines. You do the same.
Love and hugs to all. Bye.
Bye.
Love and hugs, everyone.
Bye, Craig.